Hello YouTube. So DPD have just arrived, and as you can see, this box says sound effects. So yeah, let's open it. Let's see what's inside of this box. Hope everybody's doing well on the channel. We've got some bubble wrap. We've got an envelope. It's got something inside it, but we'll have a look at that in a minute. We've got some more bubble wrap. Okay. So what we'll do is lift this up. There's nothing, looks like there's nothing else inside this box. But we have lots of bubble wrap here, as you can see. So let's keep unwrapping. Gonna get the scissors. Nearly there. Get rid of that bubble wrap. Right YouTube, this is what we got. We got a red Stratocaster, made 1987, 1988, not too heavy. But it's not the lightest Strat I've ever played, but it's not too heavy. It feels cool, feels very well made. It's a Squier, an old Squier, made in 1987, 1988, at the very latest, I would put this. The reason why I bought this is because, well, I bought it because my red one at the time, my red Squier Bullet from 1987, was having a few electrical problems. So I thought, I seen this and I thought, I'd like the bigger brother version of it. And to be honest, it's in really good condition, really. And the frets seem really good as well, really good nick. They don't look very low, which is good because I don't need to refret it anytime soon. Now with my other Bullet E-Series, they're really low. I've got to refret it soon. And it's starting to affect the way I play it now, because the frets are that low on the top of the fretboard on the Bullet. But it's just had the electrics sorted anyway. But that's another YouTube video. I can tell you more about that guitar in another video, but we've got this new one here. So this is a Squier E-Series. It's an E-Series. It's a E10. Now, what's so special about this? I mean, it's not too heavy. It feels quality made. it feels like a Japanese E-series Strat. It does have these Gotoh machine heads, which were on the Japanese Strats from this period. Yeah, so it does have them Gotoh ones, and they are not the red label Gotoh ones, they're proper Gotoh machine heads. So yeah, this is what not many do have the Gotoh machine heads like this. A few about, but not many. Gives it an indication that it's a 1987, 1988 one. Yeah, so cool. Yeah, so the shop actually set this up for me. Very kind of them, because I bought a guitar for them before, but they never wanted to set it up for me. But they agreed to setting this up for me this time, how I like it, which is 11s to 48 in E flat. So it would be interesting to see how good their setup is compared to, my luthier setup. So there's a few little marks, but nothing major. Look, there's one there. I don't know if you can see it. There's one tiny one there. There's one there showing the wood there. Just a little mark, just from being played, really. Yeah. No major line cracks. There is a slight one, but no major line cracks where they crack. Yeah, it's just a beautiful, beautiful red. Torino red, I would call this. Like I said, this is the same colour they were coming out in the Japanese factory, and it was made at the same time, So Chang made these, and they learnt from the Japanese factory, I think, as well, the Chang factory. And as you can see, it's got the Japanese string trees, the Gotoh machine heads, Japan, full-size block, Fender Japan saddles, bridge, everything is quality about this guitar. There's lots of stories about these guitars, but I will tell you what I think about these guitars. So these guitars were well made, and you had Japanese ones at roughly the same time as well, and they obviously come out slightly earlier than this, but they were all coming around the same time, 1987, and Chang made Strats by Phoenix too, and the really early ones from 1987, they would have the headstock just like this. So I've had a few Phoenix guitars on my YouTube channel. Basically, the short story is that Fender got Mardy with Chang for making the guitar so good, because what happened, the actual early Phoenix ones were made really well, and they were probably had a little bit more effort than some of these Squiers, but like I said, I would say this is an early one from the tuning pegs. It's got quality tuning pegs. The ones with the Fender red label ones, I think are slightly cheaped out more. That's my personal opinion. This here was replaced with a few rare models saying Fender, and they're on the market somewhere, but those come out, I think, possibly later, because Fender got so arsey with Phoenix how good the guitars were at the time for the price, and the Phoenix models were a lot cheaper than these Fender ones or Squier ones, basically Fender decided to leave the Young Chang factory because they couldn't compete with the quality and everything. So they ended up going to the Sanic factory, and they were being made out of laminate wood. Nothing wrong with that, but the hardware quality was pretty good, but it wasn't. I mean, the machine heads weren't the Gotoh Japanese machine heads. They were still good though, but as the years went on, the quality control of Fender's Squiers went down, and that's why they started making laminate and stuff like that, laminate wood. So this is obviously base wood or out of this body. So yeah, that's what happened basically. And there is some rare Fender models, and they're about, but I've never played one, but they look good. But they're identical to this, or identical to a Phoenix. I mean, it doesn't really matter. If you got a Phoenix version of this guitar, then it doesn't matter. It's going to be a great guitar because it's made by Young Chang. So simple as that. Young Chang is the good factory, and it's just as good as Japan. Just very underrated. Like I said, it's yeah. There's no real difference between a Japanese one and this. This is just a great guitar. So yeah, you find that the Phoenix ones as well, they didn't have so much lacquer. But that might be your preference, you know, that might be your thing. This one has a bit more lacquer, it's a bit more vintage. But either guitar is good. Young Chang, Phoenix or Squier or Fender even, because they did the Fenders. The Fender models as well, they never come with the red label tuning pegs. They always come with these Gotoh machine heads like this one today. So this is so close to the Fender version, and so close to a Japanese Strat as well. So yeah, I mean, the difference in them is very, you know, I mean, there's no difference in quality, but in obviously where the truss rod is, there's differences there, but there's not much difference anyway. So yeah, so this has been set up. I can tell it's been set up. It's in tune. So there's a bit of choking there. Maybe there needs to be a slight adjustment there, but I will sort this. So yeah, I'm going to leave the video there. I'm going to obviously adjust this slightly and make sure it's not choking out. And I'm going to leave the video there. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe to Lost Groove Music. This is an honest channel. I bought this guitar out of my own money because I wanted it, basically. And yeah, I'm a big fan of these E-series Strats and Squiers. So yeah, and Phoenix Strats. Like and subscribe.